About 27 civil society organizations have declared that it will not be part of the planned Oktoberfest protest by some youths across the country. The coalition, in a media briefing on Saturday, say a protest at this time is not in the interest of the nation's economy, which is gradually picking up. The coalition says it understands the present economic situation in the country, but reckons that the present administration is not to blame for the current woes, but for decades of bad governance. Well, let's have this discussion with public analyst Abba Kaka. Thanks for joining us, Abba.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, just barely or just a little over a month ago, we saw the End Bad Governance protest, and we still have about 10 of the key organizers of that protest, on bail right now. They've been charged for treason, but they are on bail. But why this protest now? How auspicious is this protest? It says, end fears in October.
Mr. Chris, thank you for having me. First, I would like to commiserate with the people and government of Borno State about,
the devastating flood. Yeah.
And we thank God the governor has set off a transparent committee that is handling everything right now.
Yeah.
We need more donations, though, and we thank those who have donated as well. Coming back to the issue of the protest, youth are not happy as to what is happening in the country right now. And, we understand that things are tough. Nigeria is going through a crossroad of myriads of problems. And, we just had one protest, just as you said.
In August.
In August. And I hope the government has learned a lesson. But the danger of protests, obviously, is that it's usually being hijacked by hoodlums, like it happened last time. And that is the danger. But as long as it's peaceful and it's legal, citizens have the right, protected by the Constitution, to protest. So that is the issue.
Yeah, and what they are saying here is and fearless in October. That it connotes, for the ears of security agencies or operatives, it sounds daring. Don't you think so? Would they have continued with the same hashtag end bad governance? Would that probably have been better? Putting all the problems just on one issue, of course, which is multifaceted.
It is multifaceted. But as I said, the thing is this, Mr. Chris. What is fueling all these protests and, this anger in the country is the fact that there is rampant corruption in the land. Corruption, until and unless is handled properly and drastically by the government, things will not change. Look at the charade that took place last week when Yahya Bello, had the stunt at the EFCC car park. It's just embarrassing and shocking. It's embarrassing to him. It's embarrassing to the people of Kogi State, embarrassing to the government of Tinubu, and embarrassing Nigeria itself. I wonder what the hell he was doing at the EFCC. EFCC has completed its investigations and he was charged to court. He should present himself at the court and let him go and clear his name.
The people of Kogi State, where he is alleged to have embezzled all that money, how many times have they come out to demonstrate?
Several times. But instead of them to ask what...
Absolutely. I asked this question because everything seems to be hinged on the federal government and the rest. But you have subnational government, to have the state government receiving billions of billions of naira. What do they do with it? Why are the people not holding their local government chairman and representatives, accountable? Why are they not holding the members of the National Assembly or state houses of assembly accountable for the billions of naira allocation that they get?
Billions and billions of allocation goes to the states. And that's a very good question. That's what I'm asking also. Look at the issue of Kogi State. Look at the issue of Taraba State. Look at the issue of Benue State. These governors, the ex-governors, one of the governors at the FCC right now, 17 billion. The other one, 33 billion, the former Minister of Power, transferred to BDCs to buy dollars. And Suswan, also about 13 or 14 billion dollars.
Well, his matter is still in court.
In court. All these are in court, actually.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, instead of people to hold the ex-governors responsible for what is going on in their states, you know what they do? They come out and get paid for protests. And in the case of Kogi State, the state assembly passed a motion. They don't even understand maybe their constitutional role. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this. So we want the EFCC and the ICPC to be strengthened by government, because the level of corruption in the land is so mind-boggling. And you know what? Since the formation of EFCC, let me tell you, I only take 3 chairmen that I respect that actually fought corruption. The first pioneer chairman, who is Nuhu Ribadu. Remember, he was fought by James Ibori, the former governor of Delta State. Second, Ibrahim Magu, who was fought by the former governor of Kwara State, Bukola Saraki. And the current chairman, Oluka Kayode, is also being fought by Leah Bello and others. So it's not a coincidence. These are the people stealing the money. So let the government strengthen the EFCC, double the size of their employees and the ICPC, so that they can go after the corrupt government officials, especially former governors. Current governors have immunity, obviously. But look at the case of this Ododo. He's obstructing justice. He should also be charged.
But he has immunity.
Well, after immunity, he's in Nigeria. The day he leaves office, you catch him as well.
Well, that's a different matter anyway. But let's look at the October 1 protest. Fearless in October 1. That's how the youths have tagged it.
Yes.
The leaders have still not shown their faces yet. But security has been heightened within and outside the Federal Capital Territory. What kind of advice would you be giving security agencies or agents? Because in the past, a lot of Nigerians have criticized their high-handedness in, managing peaceful protests and the rest. We even, in the time past, in August, you had the military coming out, for something that is purely a civil responsibility of the police and civil defense organizations, to handle.
Absolutely. The military has no role in this kind of things. Let them go and fight banditry and Boko Haram. And for the police should be civil. This is a civil protest. If youngsters, they don't see any future, actually. That is why they're protesting. So the police, once permit is given, they have the right to protest. They should not be shot at. They should be guided and protected to protest. That is guaranteed by the Constitution of Nigeria. But be that as it may, what I'm saying now is that the youth, this is a rotten system we have. This government obviously inherited a rot, a big one. Even if you take it from 1999 to date, it's enough. It's beyond the capacity of any one individual at one time.
Is the government showing, true cause for the people to believe that, yes, it's, putting machinery in place to solve the socio economic dislocations that Nigerians face now, the poverty level is rising, but
Yes.
the opulence in governance,
Exactly.
you know, are in variation of
Yes.
what the people see and feel.
Yes, the kind of opulence that is going on within our political class and within the civil service is just shocking that it's allowed to go like this because corruption is not being fought as much as it should be. The president, I'm glad that he did not intervene in the case of these ex-governors going on right now. And the president should just close his eyes, get the hammer and push and hit wherever it may fall because his legacy is on the line. If you travel, you know, you were abroad like a couple of months ago, you're holding the Nigerian passport, people look at you with disdain. You know why? Because of these corrupt officials stealing money right, left, and center. Let me tell you, there's one agency, recently the president released 10 billion naira for some emergency work. 6 billion naira was stolen within a short period of time before the work started. But the EFCC actually recovered like 4.5 so far. So if they are strengthened, they can go after these criminals. You know, that's who they are. You know, you cannot have this kind of corruption so rampant in Nigeria and expect people to believe you, whatever you say. Government is doing its best, but what I'm saying is the rot in the system is just shocking and mind-boggling.
It is indeed humongous.
It is.
Maybe on that note, we'll end this discourse here. Abba Kaka, Public Affairs Analyst, for joining us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.